Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're taking a look at the best Android tabs. We have tested and reviewed a lot of the best and most popular tablets, and we're narrowing that list down to your favorites. Which ones I think are going to be best for you, depending on your budget and intended use. So if you want to know which Android tab is going to be best for you, stay tuned and let's get into the video. What's going to be the best tablet is mostly going to depend on your budget. Simply put, if you want the best Android tablet and budget isn't an issue, then you probably want the Samsung Tab S7 or the S7 Plus, although it might not be perfect for you, and I'll explain why. This tablet is definitely on the higher end of the Android tablet market. If you're debating between the two, the S7 is much better value in my opinion. The Samsung Galaxy S7 has all the core features and performance of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus, and everything most people would need in an Android tablet. It's powered by the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, which is a beast at handling pretty much any app that you can throw at it. You also get your choice of 128 gigs, 256 gigs, or 512 gigs of storage, coupled with either 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, depending on your regional availability. It has an 8 megapixel f2.0 single lens camera on the front. This unusually and usefully is positioned at the top of the screen when the tablet is held in a landscape orientation. Most tablets mimic phones by having the selfie camera at the top when it's held in portrait, but given that most people use the tablet in landscape orientation to make video calls, the position on these Samsung slates makes a lot more sense, and this lens is more in line with where you're looking rather than being off to the side. I think the S7 is portable, classy, and it'll fit most professionals or creatives very well, and I really like how its aluminum chassis feels high quality with a sleek polish of chrome that matches the look of an iPad or iPad Pro. It comes with an S Pen stylus which magnetically attaches to the back near the camera bump to wirelessly charge. While the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and Tab S7 Plus are essentially the same at the core, the most obvious difference between the two tabs is their size. The Galaxy Tab S7 comes in at 253.8 by 165.3 by 6.3 millimeters, while the Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus measures 285 by 185 by 5.7 millimeters. Other than the size, there are two noticeable differences. The major difference is most definitely the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus's 12.4-inch Super AMO LED display with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. The panel has a resolution of 2800 by 1752 pixels, or 266 pixels per inch, and it's among the sharpest on the tablet market with great ultra black levels. And it does give you a more vibrant display. The Tab S7 comes with an 11-inch 1600 by 2560 resolution LCD display, which I think is still impressive, and it has great colors and sharp details. Both screens offer good viewing angles, and they have a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz, and they include HDR10 Plus support. When it comes to their batteries, the Tab S7 Plus comes with a larger 10,090 mAh battery versus the 8,000 mAh battery of the Tab S7, which also makes the S7 Plus heavier at 570 grams as opposed to the 498 grams of the S7. However, the AMO LED display does take a big chunk out of the battery performance, so while the larger battery may look good on paper, the S7 Plus only marginally beats out the S7. Although both tablets are rated for 14 to 15 hours by Samsung, I found that they lasted just under 8 hours in real life usage while streaming HD video over Wi-Fi at full brightness. At this price point, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and the S7 Plus are definitely the ones to beat, and are in more direct competition with the 2-in-1 laptop market, like the Microsoft Surface Pro 7. Although the Tab S7 Plus has a bigger screen size and the AMO LED display. In terms of features and core performance, the Tab S7 matches the Tab S7 Plus. So for most people, including myself, I think the S7 is a much better deal at $200 less. The good news is you don't need to spend upwards of $600 to get a quality tablet. Not everyone needs a top-performing Android tablet. If you're simply looking for a solid budget option to surf the web and handle simple daily tasks, or for movie viewing, a more suitable option could be the Amazon Fire HD10 or the sub-$100 Amazon Fire HD8. They both put you in the Amazon ecosystem, so you get seamless access to apps like Kindle, Prime Video, Prime Music, and competing apps like Netflix for entertainment, and that makes them great as family tablets. With the Amazon Fire HD10, you get a strengthened 10.1-inch glass display with 1080p resolution, which is great for a tablet in general, let alone at this price point. It's powered by an octa-core processor and 3 gigs of RAM, and you get to choose between 32 gigs or 64 gigs of storage, and you can add up to 1 terabyte with a micro SD card slot, and it gives you about 12 hours of battery life. Additionally, you get access to the Alexa voice assistant, and while the speakers aren't the best, a the Bluetooth speaker solves this issue entirely. The Fire HD8 is obviously smaller with an 8-inch screen, making it a little lighter at 12.5 ounces versus the 16.4 ounces of the Fire HD10, and is powered by a quad-core processor and 2 gigs of RAM, so the performance is a little less than the Fire HD10, but it's still quite solid. Overall, the Fire 8 is a capable device and it's great for a casual user, and if you're working on a tight budget, the sub $100 tablet just can't be beat. If you want something in the middle that I think will work well for a lot of people, you may want to look towards the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite or the Huawei Media Pro Pad M5 Lite. The Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is a stripped down version of the Galaxy Tab S6. It still gives you a pleasant user experience and a more palatable price. Your storage needs are covered with either 64 gigs or 128 gig options, plus the micro SD card slot to expand the storage up to a terabyte. And you get a 10.4 inch 2000 by 1200 resolution LCD display that looks high quality, and it comes with an AKG tuned speakers and a support for Dolby Atmos, so it can handle your entertainment requirements. Samsung offers you a lot of value here, including the S Pen, which lets you take notes on the screen and utilize handwriting to text features. The battery life is also solid, and it runs smoothly on an octa-core processor and 4GB of RAM. The Huawei MediaPad M5 Lite is an attractive alternative that's a little bit cheaper, although it does come with a slightly lower display quality, a smaller screen, and you lose the stylus. And I think with the value of the S Pen and the overall intuitive user experience, it makes the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite the best value option. It might not have the best performance or the battery life of the Tab S7, but it only costs half the price. You get better performance per dollar in my opinion, whether for surfing, entertainment, or for professional use, and for the price, I just don't think you can beat this value. So which Android tab is right for you? I think it all depends on what you're willing to spend and what you need your tablet to do. If you're looking for top productivity and performance, then the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 or the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is the best option for you. A good mid-range option to consider is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite at nearly half the cost of the S7 Tab, with great performance per dollar and perfect for the average user. Now, if you're only wanting to use your tablet for casual surfing, movie viewing, or as more of a family tablet, then the Tab S7 would be overkill on both performance and price, when at a fraction of the cost, the Amazon Fire HD10 can get the job done.